This one's called Diamond Nights, and it's inspired by Beth Moon's photography. She spent a long period of time photographing trees. She bends into the night, tendrils curving to cradle the light. The sky, a shimmering curtain, falls, pooling against the earth. She digs her toes deep into the mud of living. She bends into the night. Her arms, the silhouette your human eyes can just make out in the flare of passing giants. She bends in the night, folds it into veins and arteries, wraps in the songs of starlight, passes the rhythm through body, down along ever-branching roots, spreading, delivering, pulsing it to soil. She bends in the night, sows another year of messages into her next ring of bark. The next poem I'm going to read, I cut the long one in because of the time, but I'm hoping that as I read this last poem, that a whisper will echo of the one I cut. Sometimes we just need to make that voice, and so I'm calling it in, even though I'm not voicing that poem. This one is called, was a prompt to write a metaphor by another name, and it's untitled. We cut my hair out on the deck, twilight blinking sleepily towards night. My sister tossing the severed ends over the porch and down 2 stories. I like the thought of my hair in some songbird's beak, wound round with feathers and fluff, my mousy locks holding little eggs, insulation against the chilled spring, tiny filaments warming. Later, covered in cracked shell, caressing hairless legs and gangly wings, I look at my lightly layered A-line, cut by my sister's hands on the edges of paper-cutting scissors. I like how it's fluffed up, how it is all at once symmetrical and flashing with asymmetry. How my curls nestle, the strands insulating tiny filaments warming my smile, the A-line supporting as I hatch into this new century of living. Spiraled locks waiting to be caressed, supporting my wobbly legs as I step into adulthood. As I consider it, I think about voodoo. Wonder what my lost trimmings mean. Hope somehow the connection holds sway. I could use the youth that a growing brood would bring, the feeling of artificial care soaked up by Umberto tresses and telegraphed to my soft heart. I could finally understand how a closed mouth never gets fed. Learn to ask the universe to feed me. And what if it worked both ways? Perhaps I could telegraph my desire to fly, some bit of my tenacity in the face of shadow. Maybe in some way the birds and I are nesting together, facing the challenge of summer, growth to come, and soaring on the wings we learned to fly together.